Are you a body or soul? I've been shown very clearly that I am not the body. In my near-death experience, when my body was dead on the operation table and I was still existing, I was still thinking, and I was still me. And I remember very clearly the process of coming back into the body and settling and trying to gain back the control of this mechanism, of this avatar. So for me, that question is solved. That's why I'm asking this question to everyone who comes to me for help and guidance. I ask this question because it allows me to determine the degree and the direction of the distortion of your perception of reality. So if you associate yourself with the soul only, that's a distortion. If you associate yourself with the body only, with the physical life only, that's also a distortion. And I was shown so clearly that the me, the I, the one who is talking to you right now is the consciousness who existed even when the body was off. But in order to communicate with you, in order to express my ideas and my thoughts, I do need this mechanism. I do need this avatar. So what I am is a symbiosis of these two parts, of the physical, the animal part of me, the body, the robot, the avatar, however you want to call it, this mechanism which has the ability to, which allows me to express myself. Because outside of the physical body, I might know everything and see everything, but I have no way of communicating it out, of sending the messages out and expressing myself in the physical world. So this is a teamwork of the soul and the body. And only when these two parts are balanced, and when they meet in the very center of this of this whole structure, only then like we can perform effectively. Until then, if we associate yourself with the upper part of the body, which is usual for people who call themselves soul and clean and pure and spiritual, they only associate themselves with these higher chakras, the higher part of the body. They're pure, they're clean, they know everything, they understand everything, they're high above, they're going upwards. And the other part of the humanity, they consider themselves being strictly physical, so their perception is more of a lower three chakras, like I'm showing there below the heart level, and like that lower level of the physical existence. Usually people who associate themselves with the body, they come dealing with like some basic issues like money and survival, and they are worried about the resources for which they need to compete with other humans, and there's a limited amount of resources. They need to collect more, and they need to survive. That is all the inclinations of the avatar, of the body, of the animal. And our task here, at least on my channel, my main goal is to help people to connect these two, like, so that they can be friends, so that they can work as a team. And the point where they meet is the very center, is the central line, the central chakra, the heart, the central point where these three meet with lower three. The heart chakra is like the main valve, like main meeting point, which allows these two parts of us communicate with each other. And the understanding that these two impulses that exist within us at the same time, and they do have opposite direction. So if the body is actually mortal, so it naturally has the instinct to shrink and to survive, like to hold on to things and to gather, to collect more, because like it knows that it will die. So it is naturally striving for survival and trying to extend its existence, like physical existence of this body. So like it's logical why the lower three chakras are inclined more towards survival, and the upper three chakras are where more of our like higher frequencies are operate. That's where our soul feels more comfortable living in the mental parts of us, more like higher above on high frequencies. And because naturally if the body is inclined towards survival and shrinking, holding on, the soul is inclined towards expansion, because like its only purpose is to grow and evolve, and evolve in any possible ways and directions. So just understanding that basic idea already helps to navigate a little bit better through our reality, and just basically trying to answer for yourself this simple question: who are you? Who do you consider yourself to be more, a soul or a body? Like that inclination towards this side or that side will show in which way you're most likely distorting the reality, because the reality is in the center. Reality is that you are both. Right now, here in this physical reality, you are the soul which is operating through a physical body. So it is a symbiosis. It is a teamwork. And if you try to continue like participating in the physical reality, pretending that you are just a soul, you will fail. Because then you are dissociating from the physical avatar, dissociating from the physical body, pretending like it's not yours, that like this dirty, disgusting suit is like primitive and animal, and I'm not that low, I'm higher, I'm above, but you are here, you're in the body. And if you try to disconnect and like dissociate and try to pretend that you are soul being right now in physical plane, pretending that you're a soul, you will just kind of disconnect from the vessel, disconnect from the robot, disconnect from the avatar, which leaves the vessel empty. So if you're living most of the time in like somewhere disconnected from the body, somewhere above, you're dreaming, thinking, imagining like how the world should be, and how all other people are so disgusting, and everything physical is so disgusting, and all this anger and wars and greed and all that is so disgusting. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I push the dirt, the lower like frequencies away, off from me. I feel something like disgust from all this physical stuff, and I dissociate and I go higher, pretending that I'm better than everyone. I'm clean, I'm pure, I'm angelic, and what happens that your vessel actually stays unoccupied, it's empty. So like, and there are a lot of entities around all the time who will be more than happy to occupy an empty vessel. So then you're actually serving the opposite side of this scale, let's say. So like it's not very efficient. It's like you're here, the body is yours. Please occupy it fully. Please occupy every cell of this body. Own it. Like this is yours. It's your creation. Through this body, you are going to shine. You are going to be the soul through the body. Because that idea to be a soul outside of the body, you will be. After you die, you'll throw this avatar away. You will be again that wonderful, endless, infinite, never dying spirit, you will be. You are that outside of physical reality. That's what you are. But there, outside of the physical reality, you will have no means of this evolution. There is like nothing to, there's no resistance there. So there is like nothing to learn, pretty much. You're already, you are everything, you know everything up there, but you have no idea how to express it, being in those dimensions. So you actually incarnate into a physical vessel in order to express yourself, express who you are outside of this world, what you know outside of this world. You create yourself like a body. You build the machine for yourself, like the little home in which you're gonna live, this body, and through the body you are meant to express who you are. And the moment when you dissociate, you feel disgusted by the body, by a human body, by other humans, by humanity, by the primitive nature of and like this animal being. You're just wasting. You're just wasting the lifetime. You'll come back and you'll try to do the same thing again. Why repeat over and over if you just like, if you have the strength and if you're ready enough to grasp this idea now, just get to work. The idea to integrate the animal and become friends, like understand, yeah, I am pure, yeah, I am that light, I am that wonderful, all-knowing, all-being, but to express it, I have to learn what I've got here, what I've got in the physical form. This is me. This is also me, because like I would not have incarnated in this specific form, like in this specific body, because I've created it by what I know. So if my animal part is like primitive and angry and hungry and aggressive, oops, those are parts of me which I need to own, which I need to come to terms with and integrate and deal with. So it's like for the soul, for the upper three chakras, the goal is to look down at the lower three and connect with them, having the central point, the heart, as the center of the circle, and knowing that you are like a circle. The higher point, like the top of the circle, is the top of your head, and your feet is at the bottom of that circle, and you're supposed to like connect all the chakras and mend them into oneness when all these three upper and three lower all meet in the very center of your being. And that's where you integrate with the lower you. The soul and the body, they are supposed to work as a team. That's my main slogan of my school and all of my teachings, and that's what we do. That's what I teach my students to work with, because like at talking, like expressing and describing themselves as good, like we're all good with that. We all consider ourselves the most amazing, the brightest and the purest and the most righteous of all. Everyone has already solved that part. But the lower part, about accepting the disgusting part of this life. So I really enjoy working with the disgust and that aversion and all those emotions of similar kind, because that is where your resources are. That's where all your hidden potential is. In all those disgusting and places in which you don't even want to look, and all the things that you're pushing away from yourself, that's what holds the most power in your being and in your expression in this reality. So that's what I encourage. And my method is directed towards the same goal, I encourage you to just take a look at the book or other materials on my page. I hope you find it useful. Enjoy.